Hello there, Lauren Groff here with Groff Networks, and today we're going to talk about accountability chart. We've done some work on this in some of our content, and this is just something that I want to share from what our company has learned in regards to culture. Not anything on IT particularly, but more about success in business. So talking about accountability chart, we're going to talk about what is an accountability chart, the importance of an accountability chart versus that good old-fashioned organizational chart. Why accountability charts are more valuable from our opinion, and then what makes us run differently, how we're getting those best-in-class results that we're getting based on that. So what is an accountability chart? Accountability chart is the boxes on a piece of paper that represent the roles and the goals for results for those roles and how they are in relation to others. So there's one little aspect of the organizational chart that is in there, and that's the lines, how they connect. But the aspect of an accountability chart is what are the roles? What can that be held accountable to? What is the job description summarized in bullet points on the chart so that everyone is very clear on what everybody is doing? And it is according to the role, not according to the person. Oh, we'll just slap a couple, that person is really good at doing X, Y, and Z. They should do all those three things. And we're just going to create the job description around that. Wrong. That is building the company around the individual. That might be how some organizational charts might be pushing. But the goal of the accountability chart, and we did this again earlier this year just to do a check and clean up things up, make sure we were getting to the focus that we needed to per role. We took all the names off. We created the boxes. What are the roles that we need based on where we're at in business, the revenue where we're at, based on what I know, what we know from our peers that are successful across the country, and even more importantly, those who have gone before us, the godfathers that are in the peer group teaching, helping us learn some of these sort of aspects. So from what we've learned and growth up until now, but also with all those other inputs and results. So putting those boxes on, putting the job description bullets in there, and putting the metric, the top metrics, ideally top one metric per role so that everyone knows what to focus on. That's what an accountability chart. And as you can see, that there's a strength in that rather than just have lines. It's like who's above me, who's below me, where's the corporate ladder sort of aspect, but what do I need to do to succeed, to help this company succeed? And if as a leadership team, we put the right roles together in that accountability chart, then success is clear to everybody. All the biggest pieces of the aspect are, and those same numbers that are on that accountability chart are on our weekly key performance indicators spreadsheet. So that we know, and we're looking at every week, how are we doing? Where are we off compared to goals, compared to where we were and where we're headed? That's what is one of the biggest strengths of an accountability chart, is knowing what you need to do and what success looks like. And that's really why, one of the big reasons why we've been able to see best in class results for our industry, because everyone knows what each needs to do. And, you see what the others are held to as well. And from the leadership on down, as it were, what is each department held to, and how are we getting those results or not? And then what do we need to do to fix that? So when you put those names back in there, the individuals, there's some questions, and we won't get into that today. We're talking about the chart, not necessarily the fit or the performance individually, and how to make sure and gauge and judge that, how to force rank, or how to do a get it, want it, have the capacity, a GWC kind of analysis on everybody. But when you put them in the chart and they don't fit exactly, understandable. If you have two part-time roles at the size that you're at, then you're going to have that name in two different boxes. That's okay, as long as you know what the boundaries are of the role, and there's time dedicated, especially in our industry. We need to have proactive versus reactive. It needs to be a firewall, clear boundary border between those. Otherwise, you're never going to get the proactive done. And we talk about that in another video. But that aspect of you getting the names in there, you're asking, does this match what we're asking them to do? And then going back and saying, we need to update the job description and maybe some other changes that need to happen to make sure that this role that the company needs is fulfilled to get those best in class results. Now we're talking about best in class because that's what we're getting and receiving right now, but we're building this with an eye to the future of what world-class results look like. So again, so a little bit about accountability chart today. This is Lauren Groff. with Groff Networks.